Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the next season. We're going to take a look at that video. We have some things that they showed us. We're going to go over all of that information, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the Go Fest finale final thing. Okay, so right away we're just going to go ahead and talk about it. We talked about Eternatus. I already told you it's not worth maxing out. It's definitely very good, but this is a new level of scummery and money grab. It is insane. Not only that, the whole event was pretty much a money grab. I will say I did enjoy the spawns. As far as the Pokemon just being all over the map, there was a lot of those. I did not encounter or tap on one Dynamax around a gym, and we were taking them all out. That's okay. I still don't have a problem with that. It's just find it a little funny that you couldn't allow everybody to have it, but just a select few people to see it. Then you do have the limitation on being able to collect particles from the power spots, okay? That was another blatant slap in the face and a very, very big money-hungry move. I feel like they should have just left it to the point where you were able to collect, I don't know, upwards of like maybe even, this may sound crazy, but like 10,000, okay? I even say you get the particles at every single new power spot that you go to and are actually able to collect them indefinitely, but that would be, you know, too much money out of their pocket. I could imagine they made millions and millions of dollars for this event. I can't believe it. Another thing is I wanted one thing. All right, I wanted one thing aside from what I could control, and that was maxing out Eternatus. I couldn't control the IVs. That's okay. We get what we get. We're going to use the golden bottle cap. But there was one thing that I wanted out of this event. Like, what did you want? I wanted a shiny Venusaur with a background. That's it. That's all I wanted. Maybe even just an encounter with a shiny Venusaur. Ever since these starters have been released, I haven't seen one shiny encounter ever since then. And I have done a ton of them, okay? Venusaur is my thing. I love Gigantamax Venusaur, Mega Venusaur. They're all awesome to me, just Bulbasaur in general. But I was not able to get a shiny. That's a little disappointing to me. Now, just because I didn't get what I want, am I going to throw a fit? No, I'm just telling you, that's a little disappointing after spending so much money. They should have increased the odds just a little bit, all right? I know there was a lot of people getting it, so I guess my odds for this event were just horrible. So it is what it is. But all in all, I feel like there should have been more of the particle collecting, allowing us to actually take them from the power spots. That was a big blatant money grab, okay? But aside from that, you know, it's fun. I love hanging out with people and doing these raids. I was exhausted. I slept in till 2:30 p.m. today. I can't believe it. I don't know. I was not even up that late. I was up maybe like 1:30, but I was absolutely exhausted. So those are my thoughts. We already went over Eternatus. It is a scam. It is a ripoff. It is way too much money. I posted on Twitter that it costs as much as a freaking Switch 2 to max it out. It's insane. But we'll leave it at that. Now let's go ahead and hop into the trailer. I'll go ahead and throw that up for you so you can take a look. All right, so there you have it. The new season is going to be called Transformation. So we do have Metagross, which is going to be coming. We already knew that. They kind of revealed that already. We've seen an Eevee. We've seen Gigantamax Orbeetle. And we do see KELDEO in both of its forms. Okay, so that's everything that we know now. And we've only had one KELDEO at this point. So maybe they might release it shiny. Maybe they're going to allow us to like change the form of the one we currently do have. I would assume that's what we're going to be able to do. And if they're making that happen, I would also assume that they're going to be bringing it back for the people that were not able to get it before, because that'll only make sense. Mega Metagross, obviously, is something everybody's been waiting for. You know, the crazy part is the Shadow is actually doing almost just as much damage in raid battles and such as the Mega. Now, it's not going to last this long, but that's just showing you the power of Shadow freaking Pokemon. We're going to look at mine here in just a minute. And then when it comes to Eevee, I don't know what's going on with that. It could be if it's a Dynamax, that'd be pretty incredible, because then you'll be able to actually make multiple different Eevees and pick the type that you want. But it showed it next to a Pokestop as opposed to when it showed the Orbeetle at a power spot. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, so we'll see. But that would be a fun thing to see Eevee in the Dynamax battles, so that we can make any sort of type that we want. to cater to whatever you're going up against. Gigantamax Eevee is useless. That is simply going to be a Stardust farming day, okay? That's as simple as that. And then we do have KELDEO, which does reach a massive CP of over 4,000, which is pretty awesome. And it is actually on the charts to be pretty decent for its typing. It's going to be fighting. It would be nice too if they gave it Meteor Mash, but I don't think they'll be doing that. That would be too generous. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw this video up. So taking a look at KELDEO in its other form, which it's fine. Yeah, it's what it is. It is what it is. I don't mind it at all. I think both of their forms are looking great. So the combat power is going to be 4,181, attack 260, defense 192, and then stamina 209. It's pretty juicy. Looking pretty good over there. Fast attacks are going to be low kick and poison jab. Poison jab is going to be pretty awesome. Say if you're going up against, I don't know, fairy types, you're going to be able to do super effective. Low kick, you're getting stabbed there. Quick farm. Quick moves or charge moves are going to be Aqua Jet, X Scissor, Hydro Pump, Close Combat, and Sacred Sword is going to be that signature move that it's going to have, right? Like the other fighters that we do have. So this one's looking pretty awesome, and I can see it putting in some work. Close Combat, Sacred Sword spam on Zacian and Zamazenta Crowned, and man, those son of a guns are showing up everywhere, but I love it. Now, Orbeetle, it's going to be Bug and Psychic type. Max combat power is going to be 2,513, attack 156, defense 240, it's pretty good, and then stamina 155. Now, when they do release Gigantamax form, it's not going to be an issue whatsoever. The moves are going to be Confusion and Struggle Bug for the quick moves. Charge moves are going to be Bug Buzz and Psychic. So, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, I'm sure it's going to come in handy for like going up against Grass Dynamax raids or Gigantamax, but there's always a better option. There's always something better. But you're going to be able to destroy this thing easy. This is going to be another kind of, I would say, Stardust farming day. Now, taking a look at my collection here, I do have my 100, my Dynamax, and then my Shadow at the top. I really do love my Shadow. I recommend if you do get a good Shadow Beldum that you actually make one of these, because the thing will never let you down. It's good for a lot of stuff, okay? Metagross is just one of these Pokemon. And of course, in the Dynamax and Gigantamax raids, Metagross is always a king for sure. And then I've had this one since 2018, 100% IV. And, well, it's Slayer. It's been with me since for a long time now. So 6 years, right? Or was it? Yes, about 8 years. But yeah, so I do have multiple other Shadows. I haven't maxed them out yet because I only do have 49 XL candies left because I've made so many Metagross, and investing in the Dynamax move for Metagross as well was expensive. So the shiny, absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. So this is going to be a good opportunity for me to get XL candies when they do release this. And then I do have my KELDEO here, which I've powered it up for the Ultra League. I haven't done anything else with it. You know, this could be a bottle cap worthy for sure. I suppose if you're into that KELDEO stuff, if you want to actually make one of these, it is going to be performing good for its typing though, so you have to keep that in mind. But for the Eevee, I've got too many of these son of a guns. They've had this Eevee community day, I don't know, probably like 5 times by now. They do have the last resort, and then each one does have a particular move that they can learn superpower on Flareon, and then yeah, other ones learn Shadow Ball on Espeon and such, right? But they didn't show it by a power spot, so I'm not too sure what they're going to actually do with this. I really hope they're not bringing out another community day. Not going to be a new Eevee evolution quite yet. I think they would reveal that in the Pokemon Direct or something like that first. I don't know. Won a couple of things here. Very nice. I'm on my way to get that PhD Pikachu in another 5 years. We'll see. And the collection of the items as far as going up against Eternatus was very good. I will admit, you know, I didn't have to do it, but I do have 995 XL candy in my bag. That is insane. I can max out like 3 Pokemon. That's freaking amazing. So, you know, it was worth it sort of for me, you know, because I'm collecting all this Stardust. And when you go up against Gigantamax, you do get a pretty good amount of rewards, at least Stardust and XP. So that's kind of balancing everything out, I suppose. But I really do wish we were able to collect more energy from the power spots and not get us capped out, and then we just have to keep buying through the shop. You know, it makes sense. And if you're thinking, well, that would never make them any money if they allowed us to just collect as many particles from the power spots. Well, yeah, I mean, if you live somewhere where there is just hundreds of them, I can see that happening. But for, like, you know, our local group, once we would have hit all of these, we would have just kept on hitting all of them, and we wouldn't have been able to collect them anymore. But I can see why that could be an issue. But at least just raise it so we can collect a little bit more. That's where it was all kind of wonky, and the shiny rates were pretty wonky too. But anyways, folks, just wanted to drop that information for you and let you know how I feel about the event. You know, it's fun. I just wanted my shiny Venusaur with the background. Okay, I was asking for so much. Anyways, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.